Mike Smith is now the oldest goalie to start 6-0 since George Hainsworth in 1934. For more on his incredible run, here's Ryan Rishaug in Edmonton. Ryan, the numbers for Smith have been off the charts, but there's added value to having a guy like him that most goalies can't always provide.
It's vocal leadership, Gino, and you're right, it's not something you hear a lot from netminders, but that is the way Mike Smith is built. When he has something to say, he's not afraid to say it. He holds himself accountable, but he holds the rest of the team accountable as well. And Dave Tippett gave us an example after the first period 2 games ago against Vancouver. Oilers were down 3-1. Smith had let in kind of an awkward goal to start the game, but the team wasn't playing great. And as Tippett said, Smith had a few things to say to the group had a few things to say as well, and it got better from there.
He wants to stop every single puck, and the first shot goes in, he's going to battle the rest of the game, but he expects everybody else to battle too. He's a strong personality with a real passion to win. He understands his role and what has to happen for our team to win, but he also wants to make sure everybody else is engaged in trying to win. So that's Schmitty. That's the leadership he brings, and you can only be a leader if you back it up, and I've seen him for years and years. He's backed that up.
He expects a lot from himself, and he only asks that we do the same for him. So, I love that he comes in and lets us know what he's thinking, and he's like I said, he's a big part of the leadership group too.
One of the other areas of his game that he really has going right now is his puck handling. We know Mike Smith's always been great at this, but at times the decision making can be a little bit risky. Not so this year. He's been excellent in his decision making, safe, smart plays, really relieving a lot of pressure from the opposition forecheck by putting it on his defenseman's stick and helping with a lot of breakouts. And if he gets the call on Saturday night, Gino, which he is expected to against the Maple Leafs, since he's been healthy, he will have started 8 of the Oilers' last 10 games.
Dave Tippett had mentioned that first game in Vancouver, he's a guy that comes into the locker room and isn't afraid to, to say some things, that he expects a lot from himself, but isn't afraid to push other guys too. And is that unique in some ways to a goalie like Mike Smith? You might not usually get that from your tender.
Yeah, definitely. And I haven't seen that in any of the goalies I've ever played with. He's definitely a big part of this team in terms of leadership. Like you said, he expects a lot from himself, and he only asks that we do the same for him. So, I love that he comes in and lets us know what he's thinking, and he's like I said, he's a big part of the leadership group too.
Yeah, and I guess help with the leadership from all sorts of different areas. Like he sits back there and watches you guys play all game, so. He's been around a long time. He probably has a pretty good eye for some things now and then, I'd imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely, like you said, he's been around a long time. He's seen just about every type of hockey game. So, he has a real good feel for what's going on in the game. And like I said, he's not afraid to let us know what he's thinking. And, I know our group really appreciates that. Yeah, Smitty is he's one of those guys that comes to the rink every day with a lot of passion, a lot of fire. It brings a lot out of our group because, every time, especially when he's in the pipes, every time, he's kicking, there's no, there's just a fire. There's no doubt in them. And I think that's kind of something that is, contagious around the room. It's fun, it's fun when you have a goalie that is not only, worried about making the save, but also worried about the team game and is vocal about it. And obviously he's been around the league such a long time that he's a great leader, and we're really fortunate to have him.